The Trouble with Normal by Sharice Harper. This is a story about my friend Finnegan. Finnegan is a squirrel and just about the best friend a boy could ever have. He's not like those ordinary squirrels that scamper around public parks and beg for nuts. Finnegan is a squirrel of exceptional character. 1, he always tells the truth. 2, he has a fantastic memory. 3, he notices new things. And 4, he wants to work for the President of the United States. Ever since I first met Finnegan, he's dreamed of becoming a Secret Service squirrel. He said Secret Service agents wear dark glasses and are always on the lookout. For his birthday, I bought him a pair of sunglasses so he could practice watching. I live at 1527 Walnut Street in a building called Normal Towers. Finnegan lives in the third walnut tree from the right in the park across the street. Every night before I go to bed, I stand in my window and turn my flashlight on and off 3 times. It's my secret goodnight signal for Finnegan. Finnegan says he always waves back, and even though it's too dark for me to see, I believe him. Finnegan did lots of practice watching with his new glasses. He was, after all, a Secret Service squirrel in training. First, he watched my window, then the windows next to mine, and finally, all the windows in my building, watching. Finnegan said it was the duty of the Secret Service agents to report suspicious activity, and he thought everyone in Normal Towers was acting awfully suspicious. That is, everyone except me. So he wrote a report. He let me read it before he sent it off to the president in Washington. The Trouble with Normal. A report by Finnegan, Secret Service squirrel in training. The following is a report of the suspicious activity taking place at 1527 Walnut Street. Map of Normal Tower. 1A jumps up and down on his bed 6 times before going to sleep. 1B buys flowers for his pet bee. 2A performs sock puppet shows for his cat. 2B carves Halloween pumpkins all year long. 3A flashes flashlight on and off 3 times before going to bed. 3B always eats birthday cake for dessert. 4A draws a picture of the sun on her window when it is raining. 4B throws ball to dog in apartment 5A. 5A catches ball from apartment 4B. 5B wears a dish towel as a cape. This is the end of my report. Finnegan. I told Finnegan I thought the report was very professional. He said he was sure that the president would send an agent down from Washington as soon as possible to help investigate. Then he said I shouldn't worry about my description in the report. 3A flashes flashlight on and off 3 times before going to bed, because he would explain everything to the agent. He couldn't leave me out, he said, because Secret Service agents never lie. All that summer, Finnegan waited for a message from Washington. We played climbing and hiding games as usual, but I could tell he was distracted. Then, one morning, when we weren't even thinking about it, a letter arrived. It was from the president. Dear Mr. Finnegan, thank you very much for your very fine report. We have done some research and have decided that there is no trouble with Normal. In fact, the people of Normal are perfectly normal. However, we were so impressed by your work that we would like to invite you to come to Washington to become an official Secret Service squirrel. We need more squirrels like you. Signed, the President of the United States. Finnegan could hardly believe it. Before I could say anything, he was rushing around the park, digging up all of his hidden nuts. Soon his suitcases were packed and he was ready to go. I was a little sad because he seemed so happy to be leaving. He promised that even though he was moving away, we'd still be friends. Then he handed me his lucky peanut. I put it around my neck and promised to never forget him. Thoughts of Finnegan, my pal. He said he was going to be the best pen pal a boy could ever have. I walked with him to the edge of the park, then waved as he headed off to Washington. He was a squirrel following his dreams. I got my first postcard just the other day. It has a picture of the White House on the front, and this is the message on the back. Doug, I have been so busy with my training. I have a new house on the lawn of the White House. Look for my X on the other side of this card. I can't tell you much more since it's too top secret. Hope you can visit soon. Your pal, Finnegan. Of course, I wrote him right back. I'm going to go and visit him in the spring, and if I'm lucky, maybe I'll even meet the president. In the meantime, everything is still pretty much normal at Normal Towers. I don't flash my flashlight 3 times at night anymore, but sometimes I eat birthday cake for dessert or wear a dish towel as a cape.